Kanye West is getting dragged for leaking Kim Kardashian's explicit photos, and it looks like Kim's really struggling to ignore Kanye's antics.
But do you think it's like a cry for help? Like a cry for attention?
Kim's been staying pretty quiet during Kanye's recent controversies. However, after Kanye revealed he showed his former employees Kim's private photos and videos, Kim decided to send a strong message to everyone who was confused about how she feels about Kanye. But Kanye's fans are now saying this is just another smear campaign against Kanye, and they're not buying this story at all. So why exactly did Kanye leak Kim's photos, and how did Kim react?
It's just the wildest thing.
It's not okay.
The never-ending controversy surrounding Kanye West just took another turn after his former employees at Adidas and Yeezy revealed Kanye terrorized them, used intimidation tactics, and showed them explicit footage of his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian. To give you a bit of context first, Adidas decided to cut ties with Kanye following enormous public pressure over Kanye's comment about Jewish people. On October 25th, Adidas officially terminated their almost decade-long partnership with Kanye, explaining in their statement that Ye's recent comments and actions have been unacceptable, hateful, and dangerous, and they violate the company's values of diversity and inclusion, mutual respect, and fairness. That same day, Adidas ended the production of all Yeezy products and stopped all payments to Kanye and his companies. According to Adidas, their decision to cut ties with Kanye will cost them at least $250 million this year. However, they describe the impact as short-term. As for Kanye, he paid a much heavier toll because his Adidas deal accounted for $1.5 billion of his net worth. After Adidas dropped Kanye, Forbes magazine revealed that Kanye's officially lost his billionaire status, and his net worth is now estimated at $400 million. Kanye also recently claimed that Adidas and JP Morgan Chase froze 4 of his bank accounts with $75 million in total.
The reason why I'm announcing that I'm running for president is I want the FCC to look at my money. If the FCC was looking at my money, there had been a possibility that Adidas wouldn't have went into JP Morgan and froze my account and put a $75 million hold on 4 different accounts. I went from being a multi-billionaire to not being able to use my Apple Pay. 4 nights ago, I couldn't use my Apple Pay because somehow Adidas was able to legally go in and freeze my money. And when I see this, I think, well, if this could happen to me, this could happen to other Americans. And for what? You know, this can happen to an American that didn't even steal anything, that didn't even hurt anyone. This could just happen to you for saying the wrong idea out loud, for expressing yourself.
Kanye later confirmed on his Instagram that he lost most of his money as a result of Adidas dropping him, claiming that he lost $2 billion in just one day. However, Kanye also insisted that he wasn't bothered by losing his money, writing, "Money is not who I am. The people are who I am." But what's interesting is that Kanye still has a lot of supporters, while Adidas is now getting dragged by their own employees for not cutting ties with Kanye sooner. In an open letter published in Rolling Stone magazine, former Adidas and Yeezy employees called out Adidas management for allowing Kanye to get away with toxic workplace behavior for years. Kanye's former team members also claimed that Kanye showed private photos and videos of his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian, in staff meetings and used adult material and mind games to intimidate his employees. In the now viral letter written by former Yeezy team members, Kanye often lashed out at female employees, and during one meeting in August 2017, he began to yell that the Yeezys were not yet up to his standards, and then approached a senior female employee, looked down at his foot, stared up at the woman, and told her, "I want you to make me a shoe I can." The letter also claims that Adidas representatives did not confront Kanye about his alleged remark, and the woman Kanye berated decided to take a leave of absence before moving to a different position at Adidas. Former Yeezy and Adidas employees also added that this incident was just one of many similar experiences, claiming that over the course of a decade, Kanye used intimidation tactics with the staff of his fashion empire that were provocative, frequently sexualized, and often directed toward women. But the most shocking part of the letter alleges that Kanye played adult movies to Yeezy staff in meetings and discussed them in detail, showed a private photograph of Kim Kardashian in job interviews, and played an explicit video of Kim, as well as his own private tapes to Yeezy team members. The former Yeezy employees told Rolling Stone that everyone in the upper management at Adidas was aware of Kanye's problematic behavior, but they turned their moral compass off. There was no accountability, one former employee said. Difficult moments happened with executives in the room, VP level or higher, and nothing would be done. You'd still show up to work the next day. The letter further claims that Kanye often exploded at women in the room with offensive remarks and would resort to sexually disturbing references when providing design feedback. According to Rolling Stone, the former Yeezy team members have sent the letter to the executive board members and the new CEO of Adidas, urging them to address the toxic and chaotic environment that Kanye West created, including a very sick pattern of predacious behavior toward women. Adidas is yet to publicly address these allegations, and a spokesperson for the company gave a short statement to Rolling Stone, saying that Adidas will not discuss private conversations, details, or events that led to our decision to terminate the Adidas-Yeezy partnership, and declined to comment on any related speculation. As for fans' reactions, they're a bit of a mixed bag. A lot of people on social media are saying that they're not at all surprised by this because Kanye himself previously admitted he dealt with a full-blown pornography addiction.
Playboy was my gateway into full-on pornography addiction. My dad had a Playboy left out at age 5, and it's affected almost every choice I made for the rest of my life from age 5 to now having to kick the habit.
But what about Kim? How does she feel about Kanye showing her private photos and videos? Well, the same day, Rolling Stone published the open letter in which former Yeezy and Adidas employees claimed Kanye showed them explicit footage of Kim, Kim posted this mirror selfie on Instagram, dressed head to toe in Adidas and Balenciaga. Kim wore a gray turtleneck and shorts from Balenciaga's Adidas collaboration and paired them with black knee-high boots from Balenciaga. And since both of these companies ended their partnerships with Kanye over his recent controversies, fans are convinced Kim is sending a strong message that she too has decided to completely cut off Kanye from her life. One fan commented on Kim's photo, "Kim wearing Adidas to make her baby daddy mad." And another person wrote, "Oh, she's throwing shots and it ain't the brands she's wearing." A source close to Kim also recently told TMZ that Kim has decided to completely disengage from Kanye and no longer wants to speak to him directly. According to TMZ, Kanye has made attempts to reach out, but Kim won't answer and is instead focusing all her attention on their kids. However, the reactions on social media to Kim throwing shade at Kanye by wearing Adidas and Balenciaga are not all positive, and a lot of fans are saying it's very telling how former Yeezy and Adidas employees never said anything about Kanye allegedly showing them Kim's private photos while they were still working for him. One Twitter user said, "So funny how Kanye just came back to Twitter and was basically talking about how Adidas froze his money and everything. Now this story comes out? Such a coincidence, right?" And another fan added, "Of course, now they want to slander him. If they were offended or he did something wrong back then, it should have been reported. It's a smear campaign." But what do you think about all these new allegations coming against Kanye? Are the former Adidas employees telling the truth? Leave your comments down below. And if you liked this video, make sure you check out this next one.